So yeah, I'm just live. I'm doing some reporting for some of my clients here. So if you guys have any questions or anything, let me know, and I'll be able to ask or answer any of your Google Ads questions that you have, and maybe even do some live audits if you have a campaign that you need help with. Something as simple as that. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so let's see. Let's start with this first account. Yeah, Rick, what you been up to, man? How's everything? How's everything going? Hey, what's up, Sarah? Thank you for joining the live. I was just telling everybody if you have a Google Ads account and you need some help or or you have any questions about it, be sure to drop me a line in the chat. Let me know, and I'll be happy to help. That's what I'm here for. I know I've been kind of MIA for a while with the content, but I've been hella busy with the Black Friday and Q4 stuff. So the new year, I'm gonna start pushing out some new videos, going over some new projects that I'm starting to jump into, and taking y'all along the journey with me. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and log into this. So I'm gonna put the chat over here so I can read it. Cool. All right. Perfect. Perfect. So yeah, I'm Jay Guyton. I'm a Google Ads specialist. I basically help local businesses as well as e-com shops get more leads, and for the e-com or online shops to get more sales. I just got past Black Friday and Cyber Monday. I had a few accounts that like doubled their revenue, upwards of like a 12x return, which is crazy. Um, it was pretty cool working with them. I mean, I still work on those accounts, but it's good to see those numbers increase over the years, like over a year over year comparison. So I'm thankful that I was able to help them reach their goals, and this new year is going to be even better for them. Put it that way. So if you have any questions about Google Ads or anything, let me know. I'm here to help. Uh, if you need help on like how to optimize an account, if you're trying to figure out how to get more sales or more leads, go ahead and comment in the chat. Let me know what you got, what type of business you got going on, or what issues you're having right now. I'm pretty sure I can fix that up for you. Let me see. Push this camera back a little bit. Let's see. I think I'm good. Good to go. Appreciate it. Thank you for the like. So I need to go this way. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna turn this over. There we go. think that's good. That's good. Perfect. So, um, let's see. I need to find this client account so I can do some reporting on it. But while I'm doing that, you can ask any questions about how to get more leads and sales on Google Ads. If you have whatever industry you guys are in, let me know in the chat. I'll give you some ideas on how to grow it, grow your business. Like I said, if you need more leads or sales, sometimes you really want both. Today is gonna be a pretty short week for me because I actually took off Thursday and Friday this week, which is pretty cool because I don't have that many client meetings, so I was like, I might as well take advantage, take advantage of the time that I have. And since Christmas is like around the corner, I can go ahead and like buy all my kids' Christmas presents at during that time I'm off. I already ordered like the expensive gifts that they've been asking for, which is like the games and electronics and the iPads and all that crazy stuff. So right now I just got to get the toys. Are y'all done Christmas shopping? So any suggestions for a photography business for fine art sales? Do you is this would you say that would be something that someone would be searching for on Google? Like is that a service you provide? Mm. And what's the best way to learn Google Ads? I develop websites for local businesses, but um, I need to learn Google. I mean, honestly, the best way to learn is from experience. But there are some videos that I kind of have on my channel that walk you through how to create a basic campaign for local businesses. Just to give you like a quick idea of what that looks like. Mainly for local businesses, when you're creating a campaign, you want those ad groups to be more location based. So, for example, if you have a client or a client that you built a website for in Texas, and they service, let's say, Houston, Dallas, and San Antonio, each of those ad groups would be location based. Let's say you was a plumber or whatever. The website's for a plumber, so it'd be like plumbing services, and the keywords inside those ad groups would be like plumbing services in Dallas. Then another ad group would be plumbing services in San Antonio, plumbing services in Houston. And so you'll just break it down like that, and you write the ad copy. But 9 times out of 10, it's really easy to set up, but there's a few different options that Google try to trip you up on that'll make you spend way more money than you need to, which is what I try to show people, and I help people to not do that. Hopefully that answered your question, Rick. But the short answer is, basically when I started off, I just used like YouTube videos, YouTube University. I bought a few courses from people in the space, and I just trialed and errored until I found success. I'm low. Let's see. Let me see if I can turn it up. You saying my volume is low? Hmm, that's weird. Cause it's like on Max in OBS. Yeah, I think it might be your headphones. Cause if I turn my volume up on my phone that's in front of me, if I go halfway, it's loud as hell when I talk. Mm, yeah, man, I'm just on live while I'm trying to report for these clients, and I was like, you know what? How about I just go ahead and hop on live? I usually do this on TikTok, but I'm like, I don't know. TikTok really ain't my. It's not my favorite app to be on when it comes to business. YouTube seems to be like where I get most of the love from, most of my clients from. So I was like, why not just go live on the platform that makes me the most business? So that's why I'm here. And like I said, guys, if you have any questions about Google Ads, let me know. I think Rick just asked about how you actually learn Google Ads, and then DCM or D what's her name? DMC asked about his photography business. Yeah, I don't like TikTok. It's either because it's too scattered. Yeah, I feel like the only thing that works is the live feature if you're just trying to grow a quick audience. But I feel like quality, when it comes to quality leads or just quality clients that I'm looking for when I'm making content, I don't know, TikTok ain't got it. Or it ain't got quality. Mm, so yeah. All right. So let me find this client. So I'm just trying to make better use of my fine art. If I could redirect passive buyers to other fine art, that would be great from my website. Someone suggested Google Ads to help drive traffic. So, just to get a better example, you make fine art and you're trying to sell it on your website. And for Rick, I normally charge on the low end like 500 starting out, and then based on like what your budget is, how much you're trying to make back with Google Ads, then I factor in that as far as value. Also, it also depends on how much you're trying to spend as far as your Google Ads budget, and then also like how much of the location or how much of the complex campaign build this is going to be. Now, if you just like a little low rinky dink, you know, mobile mechanic, then it'll be between the 5 to 1,000 range. But if you're like a big corporation that sells like um, medical supplies, then that would be more so on the higher end, where it's more so because I know it's gonna be a complex research on the beginning at the beginning of the process, and then just trying to make sure that everything's profitable on the back end. That would be more so on the higher end. But if you want to schedule like a free consult or whatever, click the link in my Google Ads on the channel, on the YouTube channel. Click the link on the YouTube channel and just schedule something with me, and we can talk. We can talk business. Can you hear me? What about now? Can you hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? Yeah, I don't know. Cause I know Dre said he couldn't hear me, but he said it was something wrong with his headphones or something like that. But I'm looking at my audio meter, and if I turn this up, it's gonna be blowing out a whole bunch of people's eardrums, and I don't want to do that. um, but Rick, not Rick, DMC, I will have to do some further research on fine art because I've never done fine art for Google Ads. But what I can say, I have seen it work when it comes to what Facebook ads or something like that, Facebook and Instagram. Um, One quick way that I've seen it work is when you set up a campaign and you target basically luxury and high end people that are looking to buy, like basically just people that are interested in fine art and high end art. They will buy anything as long as your painting or your art looks great. You create a campaign, you send that traffic to them, they click on your website and they just buy. It works that way. So I would probably try to figure out how to make um, Meta or Instagram ads work. That's why I've seen fine art or fine art work the best. Now, if you're just doing photography services or you're just doing like headshots, um, corporate photography or something like that, then yes, Google Ads would probably be your best fit. Does that make sense, DMC? Yes, no, maybe, no. Let me know. Mm, yes, you can get leads that way. What's your website called? It probably might give me a better idea of what you're trying to do. I'll just pull it up on my other screen here. What is your website called? Or what's your just put the URL to your website in the chat and I'll take a look at it real quick. Mm, but I was thinking in your case, if you're trying to get sales from your fine art, then you'll be wanting sales versus leads. Yeah, what's your website to your website? What's the URL to your website? Drop it in the chat for me. I'll check it out. Let's see. Mm. But yeah, if y'all new here, I'm Jay Guyton. I'm a Google Ads specialist. I've been working with basically online advertising ads on Google for about almost 7 years now. And if you need help or you just have any questions about Google Ads or you're running Google Ads for yourself, uh, feel free to reach out. Leave me a question in the chat down below. I'll answer it. And if you need some additional help, you can schedule a free consult with me. Just go to the link in my on my channel, and then you could I can basically walk you through uh, your channel. I mean your campaigns on Google Ads, and give you some recommendations on how to make it perform a hell of a lot better. And I mean like night and day difference. Like today, I had a client. I had somebody reach out to me. What was that? Last last month? Yeah, it had to be last month. And they could not get their campaign to spend for no, I don't know for what reason. And when I did the audit and I looked in it, I figured that they were using a certain bid strategy that allows the campaign to only spend if they were getting sales and leads. And since they weren't, the campaign wasn't spending. So I went in and switched over their conversion tracking to make sure everything was working correctly. And last month, let me say this: they reached out in October, and then I ended up doing the audit and restructuring everything for November. And so for the whole month of November, they spent like $18,000, which is good because they got almost 200 plus leads from that $18,000. But beforehand, let's say August, September, they couldn't spend a dollar. So it makes sense to know exactly what you're doing when it comes to Google Ads, or just setting the right bid strategy in place. All right, let me get to reporting. All right, let's pull up this account. But yeah, what y'all got going on this Monday? It's not like it's Friday, but it's Monday. What y'all got planned for the week or the weekend? Let's see what y'all got planned for the week or the weekend. All right, so last month we spent 4,900. Perfect, perfect. It won't let me send the URL. That's weird. Just write the name of it. I'm pretty sure it's a .com. So just write the name, and then I'll add the .com on my end. Send me one. Cost per lead. Cost per lead increase. Our story photographers. Alright, let's see. Our story photographers. Alright, in 1 second. Alright. Is this it right here? Perfect. Okay, so I got it up. Let me look through this real quick, see what you got. Clients earlier, so oh, this looks good. Looks really good. My daughter actually has this camera right here. So, do you normally do like pictures for like the city, or like or family portraits? Is that's what it's looking like? So would you say you're like the go-to person when it comes to like photography in Detroit? Let's see. Would you say you're like the go-to person when it comes to um photography in Detroit? Put this in the middle. I know I'm kind of moving this on the fly, but oh well. No, I'm just another artist here. A vision of giving people voices that don't get seen. Hmm. Because if I was to do, let's say, advertising for this, since you're located in Detroit, your campaign will mainly be like people that are looking for photography services near them or in Detroit or whatever, like the top main city. 9 times out of 10, just going looking at your website, they'll hopefully find what type of photography that they need. But when you said fine art, I was thinking you was like painting Picasso's or something. Yeah, this looks nice. Um, One thing I will say, if you can, I would probably create something to where like a small pop up or something. Not something that's gonna take over the whole website, but a small pop up offer them like a like a downloadable guide of like your pricing or um, some type of freebie where they can download because you want to capture their name and email as soon as possible, as soon as they land on the site, so you can follow up with them to see if they need any other services. Mostly abstract, but I do a lot of close-ups, but don't have a dedicated page for my fine art. Yeah, you should definitely make that fine art landing page. Where do most of your traffic come from? Do you get a lot of traffic on this site? Mm, Low like 13 a week. SEO is pretty messed up in my opinion. Yes, SEO is kind of tough, especially if you're trying to DIY it. Um, yes, like I say, it's some work that can be done. I'm trying to think of a way in my opinion, you could probably restructure the site a little more to more so like each um each of the navigations at the top kind of drops down into like different types of photography work that you do, like a my work or my services type of drop down. But other than that, I get how you're making this visual to where you can see all your imagery here. Let's see. Perfect. Looks good. Looks good. Yeah, man. Anytime. Let me know whenever you're ready. Just schedule a call. The link is on my channel here. Let me see if I can show you real quick. Da-da-da. you go here, I'm gonna zoom in just a bit. The link is right here. Just click that, and it'll take you to my scheduler. It'll take you to a landing page actually, but you can watch the video or not if you want. But you can schedule something on my calendar right here. It should pop up here in a second. So that calendar right there, the strategy call. So yeah, let me know, man. I'm here. I'll see you around, and appreciate you for stopping by and asking amazing questions. Mm, mm, mm. Let's check out this towel and spa account. Yeah, man. I try to be. Niching down is good, but if you can work with almost anybody, you straight. But I'm gonna say this, I don't work with just anybody. But if the opportunity presents itself and it makes sense for me and you, then yeah, I got you. I got you. Alright, let's see what we got here. So I just launched this new campaign today. Today's the 8th. Oh, so I just launched this new campaign today for this luxury spa and like luxury spa and towels business. They basically sell like bathrobes and towels that you can find at like the Ritz Carlton or whatever. And they got a sale today. It's perfect. And let's see which keyword triggered it. It is odd. Thick and thirsty. That's kind of a weird phrase there. But yeah, if you're new here, I'm Jay Guyton. I'm a Google Ads specialist. Been doing this thing for about 5, 6, 7 years, helping local businesses and e-com shops get more leads and sales. So if you have any questions, go ahead and drop me a question in the chat. Let me know if you have any issues going on with your campaigns, or you're just trying to figure out if Google Ads is something worth trying out for your business. Mm-hmm. let's go to Shopify and see Shopify. See what type of analytics we got going on in the back end. Because we got a sale, but I want to know which product got that sale for how much too. And making sure that it actually matches what it's saying in Google Ads. Then in Shopify. Oh, it's spot on. Hmm. All right, I'll let them know. Let's see, conversion came through from brand campaign. Good, good. Perfect. I know what this is. This is on my face. Starting soon. And share. Okay. Mm. Mm. All right. I guess I'm just about done here. All right, guys. I'm about to go ahead and call it. Um, yeah, if you have any questions or anything, be sure to drop me a comment on this video if you're watching a replay, and also comment on any other videos that's on my channel. I'll be happy to respond and reply back to it with any questions that you have. I'm not sure when the next time will be live, but hopefully it'll be soon. I had a few people pop in and ask some questions, so it was interactive. So I might actually do it pretty soon than you think, you know what I mean? So, with that being said, I'll see y'all. Thank you for watching.